It's like you see 20 ingredients, and then when you stir them up, you don't recognize them anymore.
You're screaming
Hurry up! You're making it. Yo, we're gonna be. Get out of here! Hey, you should bow to me. Bow. Bow to Cassano. Here. Come on. Kiss it. Kiss the shirt. Kiss the shirt. Give me a break. Hurry up. We're starting.
Look at this
shirt.
Look at that.
Wait.
Grande fratelli!
You didn't see the best part.
Messa fuori, c'è Pirlo, ancora Pirlo di tacco, tiro,
The referee should never have given the second, the straight red. Roma is missing the wing that they had last year.
Well,
Salah. If you don't beat Crotone like this, it's mental.
Wow.
I don't know who he is.
He looks like Nainggolan. Oh my
He does not look like Nainggolan. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Serie A audio experience with IFTV. I feel like it's been a minute since we've all been around, and I think we got to give a moment of appreciation to Antonio and his epic jersey that he has on.
Beautiful, one of a kind.
Oh, we live now?
We're live.
All right, guys, listen.
The mic,
It's all right, it's all right.
Can they see this?
They can see it.
They can
Get
see
rid
it
of
beautiful.
that.
Where'd you find that?
Get rid of that shirt, please.
So those things, they're gonna go. They're gonna be my generation to my grandkids, great-grandkids, and all the stuff.
They're gonna use it as diapers. That's great. Your next generation.
For everyone who's listening to the audio of this, Antonio is wearing a Cassano, an
Azzurri
Italy
jersey.
Cassano jersey, and that was not enough. So behind us, he's got a Cassano body jersey.
Even better.
He said he needed to clean up our studio. I thought you were gonna come with, some napkins, something. He comes with this.
Put some real champions over there.
Come on.
Instead of some freaking fake champions.
Cassano's number one, right?
Yes,
What'd you tell us before? You would never throw out a Cassano jersey,
Never,
right?
never. Okay.
Respect.
So what did we miss last week? We should have said something nice about Giovanni, because to me, he's one of the top coaches that we have, and we keep talking about Mourinho. We talk about all of those coaches.
You talk about Mourinho.
I gotta tell you guys, I said, if you look at the way Giovanni Savarese coached the Cosmos, and he always brought this team with nobody, maybe one superstar that with the cane, walking with the cane on the field, just for getting people to the field. Giovanni Savarese, to me, is one of the top coaches on the MLS.
Yeah.
Guys, for anyone who doesn't know,
and I want to tip my hat to him, because they actually even beat NYCFC, even
3-0.
3-0. So
and I think NYCFC, if you told me right, they're in first place in MLS,
First
right?
or second.
They
yeah,
are
I
in
think
first place in the MLS, and this is not the first time that Giovanni has beaten
Right.
NYCFC. He also beat him with the Cosmos. And thank you for. I finally watched the whole game last night because I taped and I didn't have time. And great job by Giovanni Savarese, who is a dear friend, and we also
Giovanni, if you're looking, we love you, okay? We always follow you. We're always going to be behind you.
we
regardless.
also
100%.
play together, and I couldn't be happier, Giovanni, that you beat Vieira.
Yes, man.
Guys, for anyone who doesn't know, Giovanni Savarese is the head coach of the Portland Timbers in the MLS. He's Italian. He grew up in our area.
Former New York Cosmos coach. Too.
Yeah, and former New York Cosmos coach, played for the Metro Stars.
Top
He's-
scorer of the Metro Stars.
Look at this. So, an incredible guy. So, shout out to him for that. Going from one high, we got to talk about what we came on here for. The Roma match.
Yes. Okay.
Listen, I don't know.
That it was self-destruction. That's what that was.
It's probably the worst Roma I've seen this season. It
Yeah,
is the worst Roma
100%.
that I think we saw.
100%.
5-2,
75 minutes.
I mean, 5-0 at one point. It looked like an embarrassment. Like, this is the team in the semifinals of the Champions League. I was not shocked with 2 goals in the first half. I was not shocked. I said, listen, it's not too bad. Even 3, I said 3, if they get 1 away goal, the away goal is going to prove vital. Then it went to 5-0. 2 away goals is good, though.
Di Francesco got it
To
wrong.
me, Di Francesco and couple other people over there on the bench, they did not address the problem. Salah. Okay, it's not that Salah you don't know. Salah's played in Rome until the year before. So why do you leave yourself open to that kind of a attacking line?
Yeah.
And then you waiting at least almost 45 minutes before, almost an hour before you make a change. So that problem should have been addressed within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
The guy was obviously going through Juan Jesus, right? It was Juan Jesus, like butter, like it was water. It was just walking through him. I mean, and then the biggest mistake that I have seen this defender doing, Juan Jesus, which for me is not a defender, you never allow Salah to come with the ball into the box when you can just, just go one-on-one with him outside the box. If he goes through, you just put him down at the very worst. Yeah. But don't allow him to take you one-on-one into the box, and then whether he goes left or right, then the guy puts the ball right in the middle clean 2 times. They scored like that.
He caused so many problems just for the whole back line. Di Francesco put like pretty much the same formation against Barcelona.
The exact same formation.
He put it at almost the same lineup, except for up top.
Sheik didn't start, and Under started.
But I don't know. It was bad. You're supposed to be playing a 4-man back line for that, and they were playing such a high line against. It was a foot race every time every time Roma lost the ball, it was a foot race, and Roma lost every single time. Liverpool could have had 10 goals if they wanted to, because Salah was bullying Juan Jesus the whole time. Manlaz didn't know what was doing. Fazio was too slow. The whole thing, they were playing as individuals. They were not playing as a team.
Gaetano, don't you think? I mean, this is my personal opinion. If I was Di Francesco, Marco says everybody's a coach in Italy. I will have just go play conservative over there. I will put a 4-5-1 with only Zeke on top. I will just stack up the midfielder and just double up on Salah all the time. Yeah. Take the ball away and then run on a counter-offensive.
Totally wrong tactics.
Yeah.
He used the same tactic that he used against Barcelona, 3-5-2. I always said in Europe, I don't like 3 in the back. You playing home, you playing against Barcelona, you need to win the game. You need to score 3 goals. You have nothing to lose.
Yep, that's a different story.
You put Florenzi right on the right side. He can go up and play right wing. You put Kolarov on the left side. He can go up and play left wing. You attack with as many as you want. You leave 3 guys in the back. You have to take a chance. Now you're going playing in Liverpool. You're playing away. It's the first game. You play with 3 in the back.
Suicide. That's suicide.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. It's not like it's 0-0. It's not like you need any lead.
Are you crazy? Yeah. And then you know very well how Salah plays, and you give him all that space. Yeah. You know what happens when you play the 3-5-2? That when you defend, you defend with 5 defenders, and I paid attention. Sometimes they had 6 defenders. So now you have 6 defenders and you're creating too much space in the middle. If you got 6 defenders, there's some space in the middle which is not taken. But why you need 6 people in the back? The other team is not going to have 6 center forwards or 6, 3 center forwards and 3 wings. So what you need to do, like you were trying to say, is you put 4 in the back. If this is the field, okay, and this is the Roma goal, you put 4 here, and we have done this before, and you put 4 here.
And 2 on the top, or maybe 4-5-1.
Or even 4-5-1, and you leave this, have to stay compact. They have to stay compact. They have to stay, not like this, not the way he played 3-5. There were people over here, and people over here, and 3 people over here, and there was all this space for them to run. You put the 4 back, and you put the 4 midfielders, and you leave very little space for Mohamed, Messi, Salah. You don't give him any space like they did. Definitely. The guy was running. I mean, the guy ran 50 yards on the first. How can you make him run 50 yards? Put your body in the front and stop him in midfield. You don't let him go in all the way.
You know why did it take him so long to make the adjustment? This is what my question is to you.
Hold on one second. The other thing, on the 28 minutes, there was a long ball to Mane, and there were 2v2. Okay, on the 29 minutes, there was a long ball to the number 5, to Firmino. And that's when Mane missed eye.
The one he went through on Fazio.
On the 30 minute, there was a long ball to the number 5 from Liverpool, and Salah shot, and the goal is saved. You cannot have all these long balls. You know what a long ball means? That means that there's no pressure on the ball. If the guy is making a long ball from 30, 40 yards, that means the guy's got no pressure. Exactly. He looks up anyway.
But Gaetano,
you got to put pressure on this guy.
You know what bothers me the most, though?
To me,
they're 3-0 up, they're 4-0 up, and Liverpool are still having the pressure. They're not even sitting back. They're looking for more goals. It took them the last, 15 minutes till Roma actually started getting the ball a little bit. Even when it was 4-0, they had
There is a little bit of luck. 1 goal was offside.
Okay,
1 goal was offside.
Okay, 1 goal was offside.
Matters.
But they didn't have possession.
Was offside,
Roma
but
were playing like garbage.
Nevertheless, I think Di Francesco's mistake is he should have made the adjustment because there was so much space on both wings, and Salah had too much room. He was having a feast, the guy over there. He couldn't even believe himself. I said, why do I have all of this room to do what I want? It's like, hey, this is Christmas time for me. That's what they, they gave into him all that space. The guy didn't need the space that they allowed him. So I think Di Francesco should have just taken the blame for the loss.
What I think is that, number one, I agree with you guys. I think that the 3 men up top, they were very high up. There was times where they were almost at the 50-yard line, and you think that Liverpool has, if not the fastest, one of the fastest attacks with Firmino, Mane, and Salah. They could outpace any single Roma player.
Yeah.
It's not a smart idea to play that kind of tactic
When you don't need to.
Where you have Juan Jesus, who's turning side by side because he can't keep up with Salah. You got to stay tight and compact like they did. And I think that was the big mistake. And also, like Di Francesco said, and this you guys comment on, he doesn't think that he got the tactics wrong tonight. He thinks that he said the problem is, and I agree with this, and you said it, we were not pressuring the ball. He said there were so many times they sent the ball long, and he's like, everyone keeps blaming my defense. He goes, but defense starts from my strikers. Defense starts from my midfielders, which is true because De Rossi and Strootman did not do enough in the center midfield. And the same thing, there's not enough pressure. Like you said, they have too much time and space, the Liverpool players, where they could send it over. Yeah. That starts with the attack, not defending. That's one problem. I do think that he got the tactics wrong. I disagree with him on that. But at the end of the day, I will give Liverpool credit, because Liverpool were better than I expected. I did expect them to score a few goals. And the thing I'm most disappointed about, and Di Francesco commented on this, and it was what I was going to say, is that the moment that they were scoring these goals, 3 goals, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals, he said, look at the players. He said, we put our heads down. He's like, this is not Roma. We didn't get to this point by putting our heads down when they start scoring. He said, what are they going to do? They're just going to roll over and keep scoring. He said, at these moments, you need to pick your head up and stick to a plan that Roma's been playing for a long time. And I think that's absolutely true. Yes, you keep saying Di Francesco screwed up. I agree with you. But also the players, they put their head down a little bit too much. No.
I didn't see that.
I saw
putting
that.
the head down. I was you're going to be jumping off joys when you're losing 3-0.
Oh, you're like, all right, let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go. They were trying. They were
not trying.
The formation was wrong. When did Di Francesco made the substitution?
Late.
Yeah. When? Almost 20 minutes before the end of the game.
After 5-0.
Come on.
But also, we went with 4 in the back.
Also, Salah coming out. Do you see the difference Liverpool play when Salah's not on the pitch?
Salah was out of gas. He was taken out because
I don't think it was just that.
That's when Roma picked their head up. And we're like, you score 1 goal. You're back in. Score 2 goals. Imagine if one of those offsides goals was not there. Let's just say 4-2. And you stop one of their stupid goals from going in. You're at 3-2 right now.
On the paper.
That's why you can't put your head down, because the moment that it went to 2-0 at halftime, you should have seen everyone. Everyone gave up. Di Francesco out. Look how embarrassed we are. Are you kidding me?
Listen,
2 goals, 3 goals, you're going to give up?
Listen. This team here is capable to do again what they did with Barcelona. Is that going to happen? I hope so. Because they just showed the last 20 minutes that if the team is placed the proper way into the field, those are people that they can do a lot of damage. But like Gaetano said, they had too much room on the wings. They had too much room in the middle. How can you stack up and come back with 6 defenders and live like a?
I agree with that.
But guys, listen. But how? I don't understand. They start. This is semifinals of the Champions League. You're playing away. You want to get a positive result, maybe a 0-0,
so true.
and you're going with a formation as if you're down 10 goals.
Right.
That's
true.
That's brainless. You did it one time. It worked against Barcelona. Don't try it again. You're starting from 0.
And you know what? The pace they were playing. Roma was playing their pace.
Yeah, literally.
They were so fast and so
they kept
quick.
running, and they never caught up.
You wanna play with them like that. I mean, it's like you said. You're gonna get hurt, and they did get hurt.
It's a good point, because you have to play the game towards what the game is, and I think that we played into the hands of Liverpool.
And now they have to play with that formation in the next leg.
Gaetano, I have a question for you. With all due respect for De Rossi. De Rossi, I don't think physically can handle this kind of a pace. I know, but
he did it with Barcelona.
No, what I'm saying is De Rossi, it's a quality player. It's like a finesse player. So what De Rossi's been asked to do too much. Okay, when you put De Rossi in the front of the defense, De Rossi can just take the ball, distribute the ball, but you cannot ask for De Rossi to keep going after the player 90
Strootman
minutes.
didn't do enough to help him.
So
I was
thing.
disappointed in
But it
Strootman.
was the lack of
Listen to
formation,
me.
though. That failed.
Those are in Italy they call the incontristi. How can you do it? That kind of job for 90 minutes? You can't. That's why it was subbed. De Rossi is a quality player. He can do the dirty work too, but at some point, if you
needs to
just
be
wear
helped
him
out.
out, he needs some help over
You're
there.
right.
Yeah.
That's why the 3 on the back was a huge mistake.
Huge
mistake.
This is the semifinals. They played like it was a summer friendly.
Listen, in this season, there's been many times Roma, it seems like they like to make it harder than they do. Chelsea, they lost 3-0. Barcelona, they were down by 3 goals. Yesterday, now again, look, they're down by 3 goals. Each time they came back, the Roma at the Stadio Olimpico is a different beast. Manolas said it in the past. He said, listen, when we play at the Stadio Olimpico with 70,000 fans screaming, he said, I really think that we could do like incredible things. We could do the impossible. And why are you laughing?
Because you said Manolas.
But did he do something? Manolas was terrible.
No, he didn't do something.
I know he was terrible.
He didn't do
was
something.
Like I said,
on the first
just like
goal,
the rest of the team.
You're too far away from Salah.
You got to get closer.
100%.
You were too far away, and he was able.
How did he take that shot?
It kills me.
It shows the confidence
If you get
Allah has to
closer,
take that
he doesn't
shot.
have the
Yeah.
you know,
I seen Fazio and Manolas playing much better than the way they played against Liverpool, and you have to just again maybe the pressure got to them, whatever the case might be. But Liverpool, I think they did it. They attacked the space the proper way.
They did. Liverpool did a great job attacking the space. Their attack did a great job, and even their midfield. Because I kept thinking that we talk about the attack a lot. I thought that the midfield was going to be the key in this match. To winning this match, you needed to dominate the midfield, and I think Roma lacked there. But what was I going to say? One thing that I want to say about the mindset, right? To change your mindset a little bit. This was Roma playing what do we all agree that this was the worst Roma that we saw all season?
All season, for sure.
In the Champions League.
For me.
This one game is a mistake that they made.
The first game in Spain was different, like against Barcelona,
they played
was
great
different than this
against
game.
Barca. Yeah.
Against Barcelona, even in Spain, they lost 4-1. They didn't play good. I mean, they did play good. They did play good. This game, they didn't. So, what my point is, this was a Liverpool who was on top of their game. Our friend Max, who was here, he's saying Liverpool was playing the best that they played, right? Except for not finishing their chances. And then the last 20 minutes. Those last 15 minutes, Liverpool were trembling because their defense is extremely weak. That's one sign of hope. Another sign of hope. This is Roma playing so bad. If Roma play their game, they are 100%. They were able to score 2 goals playing bad.
You don't think they can score 3?
At the Stadio Olimpico, if they play their game, the problem is that Liverpool, you need to stop Liverpool from scoring, which is the issue, which is a big issue. I don't think Roma's going to lack in the goal-scoring department. I think that in the department of stopping this guy Salah, I'm telling you, he's an incredible player.
If they play a 4-man back,
Now, do
they're
you
not
think
going to see it
Liverpool
like they
is
did.
going to come to Roma, is going to roll over? You think a Klopp is going to play exactly
I didn't think
the same?
Barcelona was gonna.
But listen,
I didn't think Barcelona was
Klopp
gonna.
is not going to play the same formation that he played over there in Liverpool. Klopp is going to play more of a defensive game. He's going to wait
That's
for
good.
them.
Their defense is not good.
He's going to wait for them on the midfield, and then he's going to unleash Salah and the other wing on the left-hand side. Those are the 2 weapons that he has right there on top. He's going to wait. Once the Roma loses the ball, he's going to just unleash them. Boom.
Let's see if Di Francesco is going to do his homework this time.
We will see. It's a complete different game.
Completely different. Now he has to. Now he's forced to put out with a crazy formation to attack.
What are you gonna say?
You know who I liked? I liked Perotti when he
Perotti
came in.
played very well too.
That
Yeah.
was a great penalty
He
too.
He
Great
was
penalty.
going through them. He was controlling the ball.
He's a tricky player.
I think he's got the experience. He put the ball down. If he had to dribble,
Don't panic. Don't rush with the passing and all the stuff.
He went through.
Definitely doesn't panic.
No.
He's missed 1 penalty in his career.
Yeah, he went through pretty good. I mean, he would go through them pretty good. I would consider him to start.
But that goes
for
to
the next
show.
game.
Chengi's was
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say trembling, but he wasn't good enough to play
He
in this
wasn't
match.
good. Who's
Chengi's
that?
Under.
I agree.
Yeah.
But listen, again,
it was
so
so much.
He's
I
too
agree.
young. He's
Di
too young.
Francesco, Di Francesco, and some of the players that we just talking about
Yeah.
now, like Hunder, whatever.
Yeah.
Those are players that do not have a lot of, and coaches that do not have a lot of international exposure, like the Champions League or any other league. So
Who's coaching us at Sassuolo last
well,
year?
nevertheless, Di Francesco is a great coach. And I think that what my beef with him is he should have made the adjustment immediately. Maybe in the first 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah.
Don't wait that the game is almost over to make that kind of adjustment.
20
You should be
minutes,
able to see.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that
come
bad.
on.
But then
You could see the signs.
Right, you need to make the adjustment, and he did not make the
He had
adjustment.
more than enough time
So,
though to do something about it.
Going around, and I don't want to classify everybody, but certain Roma fans that have been very vocal about Di Francesco, very upset with Di Francesco, saying he's a fraud, saying that he's not really as good as he's been doing, getting to the semifinals. Number one, they're overachieving, being in the semifinals.
That's not true. Roma cannot overachieve. Roma's got great players. Listen, Roma's player, they're not second to Liverpool players.
I'm not saying it like that.
Antonio, this is a gift where they're in the semifinals.
Player on player, position on position, Roma has got better player than Liverpool.
If I told you that Roma was going to be in the semifinals of the Champions
Forget
League,
about it.
would you have said
this and if
no,
that?
no, because I don't even think that if Spalletti was here, he would have been able to do a good a job as Di Francesco has. In his first season in the Champions League, to me, Di Francesco has gone out of the group of death, which is incredible. Beating Chelsea and Atletico Madrid, which is not an easy thing to do, who have a lot more Champions League experience than he does. Getting the miracle against Barcelona and playing those right.
I agree
so
with
you can't discredit him for one game that they screwed
He's
up
a great
on.
coach
You're going
for
to
me.
call him that he's not a good
He
coach
made a mistake.
anymore?
I mean, everybody's human. He made a mistake. He
I
didn't make
agree.
the adjustment at the beginning of the game. End of the story.
So-
And knowing Salah, he should have made that adjustment.
I think the excitement of beating Barcelona, and they wanted to build Di Francesco a statue when he beat Barcelona. I think that excitement carried over to this game and the tactics too. And he
A little too much.
He thought he was an
little too
immortal or
much.
something.
Here you should have played a little bit more conservative. You go there, you see. What they have, and then you can make your adjustments.
It looks like he never even watched a game of Liverpool play. But like with the way that they went out like this, it looked like he never watched
an
Liverpool.
amateur.
But but he's doing. He made a mistake. He's doing a good job. So we got to give him credit. In Champions League,
Even in Serie A, he's a third
doing
place.
very well.
Yeah.
Listen, the game is not over.
No.
It's not over.
Yeah, exactly.
The game is not over.
Roma are
and,
going out with
we'll
momentum
see.
right now. Listen, what kind of game? Liverpool, Jimmy Conrad tweeted this. He said, what kind of game has a team win 5-2, but the momentum is all in Roma's favor? Because every Liverpool fan is very scared. Like we speak to a lot of our friends, they say, wow, those 2 goals at the end scare me because they're 2 away goals that could provide very scary at the end. So as bad as it is, we're saying this is the nightmare for Roma. It's bad, but they have nothing to lose again. So there's no point in saying we already lost this match.
I wish Di Francesco didn't have to learn from the mistake of the first game. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It's too late right now, so you just gonna have to keep your head up and just go 100% like you did on the Barcelona game and hope for the best. So if you go, you go. If you don't wait and wait before you take your chances. You have to go. Gaetano, what formation would you put on the next game for them?
Well, now you have to score 3 goals.
So you're going to go with the 3-5-2 now, right?
Now
you're forced.
Now you need to be offensive, and you need to. I would I would not start with 3, but I would after the first half, if
4-4-2, you say?
Then I would go to I could play the 4-3-3.
4-3-3. Okay.
Yeah, you could play the 4-3-3, but. And then in the second half, if you got to push up, maybe you get a goal. And if you finish the first half 1-0, that's pretty good. 1-0,
Yeah.
2-0, that's pretty good. And then you take your chance in the second half. But if you get a goal, then it becomes more and more difficult.
Because it's an away goal.
Yeah. So that's what I would go with.
He has more experience in this than
I would
Di
go with
Francesco.
4 defenders in the back, always. Champions
4-3-3,
League,
okay.
always with 4 defenders.
Before we move on, I just want to set a little reminder in the middle of the podcast because we always throw this in at the end. This is available in audio form on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, and the video version is on YouTube and Facebook. If you're listening on iTunes, guys, rate the podcast. Give us 5 stars if you enjoy us. It helps us out a lot more than you think. Takes Quick 2 seconds, Antonio. Tell them real quick.
Guys, please rate the podcast, right?
Yes,
Grande.
rate
Make
it.
sure you put the 5 stars, not
There we
actually
go.
10 stars.
So I want to say, De Rossi after the match, he said, "We've done it before. We could do it again," in reference to coming back and doing this again. And Florenzi said, "We aren't beaten yet. We're gonna spit blood for this. We'll play with a dagger in between our teeth."
Grande
And
Flore.
it's sad that it does have to come to this, where why wasn't that happening in the first match? But
You can't look back on it now.
on the reverse, yeah, you can't look back
That's
on
it.
it.
It happened. It happened. Now you
One-
gotta look forward.
Listen, the game was bad, right? We weren't too happy with it. One thing that we do need to address, and I don't even know if you guys know this. Did you guys hear what happened before the match?
No. Oh, the fighting between the
there was some,
Tifoseria?
there were some
Yeah.
problems. Yeah,
I
I saw
heard.
that.
There
I
was
heard a little bit.
so Roma fans, Roma ultras. I'm not gonna say Roma fans.
Hooligans,
because
hooligans. Yeah.
stupid hooligans. Of a very select few. Apparently, it was 2 people. They put an Irish Liverpool fan. He's in critical condition. He's
What-
fighting for his
They put
life
him in a
right
coma.
now.
What did they do? What did
He's
they
in a
do?
he's in a coma. There's images of them with hammer, with
Oh, this
with,
is disgusting.
with belts.
This
with,
got nothing to do with soccer. This is
that's what
broken
I'm saying.
bottles.
Yo, they're not soccer. These guys
Those
are
are
not
not-
football
Those are-
fans.
Those are
Those are
animals.
not. Those are
These guys
not,
are against football.
Fans
Yeah.
of soccer.
They're there to fight.
No,
Yeah,
no.
they go there.
That's
This
very
is
bad.
It's disgusting.
That
They
is-
do not represent us. They do not represent our
The
views.
sport, nothing.
The class, the classless, the lack of class that they
You
have.
cannot call them fans. They're not fans.
They're not.
No,
To me,
no.
that's what I always say is
They're
that
to Roma fans, they're not fans of for Roma or any other team. That those are people that they have no
No
business
morals,
of being
nothing.
watching a soccer game or
I
even
und-
listening to a soccer game.
I understand rivalries. I understand,
No.
that my team's better, your team's not. But when you go to violence, you completely
Not to hurt
overstep
people. No.
everything. No one should go to a football match. This guy has a family and kids. You should not go to fear for your life. It's truly disgusting
Absolutely not.
that this has to get to this point. That it even needs to be said is disgusting. And I just want to say to everyone else watching there, because now it's gone to, all Italian fans are like this, all Roma fans are like this. It is really a few stupid people like any other league has, like every other nationality has. There's a few stupid people that try to generalize the whole, and these guys do not represent the views of us.
Those
They
are
don't
not
repre-
fans. Those are teppisti. We call them in Italy. Teppisti. Those are the people that terrorizing the crowds, and they're trying to stand up into the crowds and just big
So
show off.
sad.
So we don't need people like that to represent Italy, and they don't represent any country. Those people. So
And
it's not even worth talking anymore about
the
it.
sad thing is that you might have 80,000 spectators and a few hundred idiots.
Two of these guys.
And the
ruins the whole thing.
80,000, they look pretty bad.
Exactly.
Which is when it's only a few that really are the ones that
The
create
bad
the
apples.
problems. Yes.
Either way, our prayers go out to him. We hope he makes it through, and to his family. And sorry for the stupid idiots. 25-year-old kids, 25-year-old guys that just
Okay.
acting stupid.
His name's Sean. Feel better, Sean. and
Okay,
give
Sean,
you
we
the
all pulling
support.
for you.
Yes.
So now, what about this Real Madrid
Yeah.
game,
Okay, can I
guys?
say just one
Yeah.
last thing
Sure.
about the game?
Yeah.
I watched the game on Fox, where Lalas is one of the commentators
Yeah.
before the game. Oh my God, these guys are so partial for the Premier League and Liverpool.
No one likes
I
them.
mean, even before the game started, it's a shame that even Lalas, that he played in Italy, you could have said something about Roma that they did beat Barcelona in the game before. The only thing that they make sure you understand is that the Premier League is the best league. Liverpool and the Italians, they don't count. And another thing, the comments that they made, there was an offside. Oh, so what? Play on.
That's a narrative that I think is going on
Yeah.
right now to
Oh,
put
so-
Italy's championship and Italy campionato behind. Yeah.
There was a foul on Diego when he lost the ball in midfield. Oh, so what?
what?
Oh, maybe there was another foul over there. Oh, so what? These were the comments
Yeah,
that they
it's
were
a
making.
narrative that they are,
and they were so partial. It's a shame on Fox that they have this. These people that comment the game before halftime and after the game.
it's so funny because literally I told Mike, I said, yo, we have to mute this because I couldn't listen to the way that they were not giving anyone credit
So
for
biased,
anything.
yeah.
To me, I felt it, and maybe we're biased because we're looking to get a little bit of praise. You would expect it. I said it last time with Real Madrid, and look, we watch Real Madrid today again. Nobody talks about the fouls. Nobody talks about the handball that Ronaldo should have a yellow card. Nobody talks about these little moments. And yeah, you say, the Italians are biased, this and that. At least the Italian TV, they see all the moments and they say, look, how come this one is not called? How come this one is not called? This one was offsides. Not one person was talking about, what happened when we posted? No one posted that Salah was offsides on the Liverpool goal. No one posted. We posted it. We got people commenting. Who cares? It's 4-0. So because it's 4-0, it shouldn't matter that it's offsides. But imagine one goal was down and it was 4-2 now.
Yeah.
It is honestly ridiculous
it is.
to anyone saying
And
that
the
you shouldn't
offside-
call it offsides because it's 4 or 5-0.
And the
at
offside
this
was
point.
not by little bit, was a big time offside.
It's just the fact that no one acknowowledges
Guys,
that bothers
could
me.
you imagine if it was 4-2
reverse.
right now? Or
Oh.
no, I'm saying 4-2. They need 2 goals right now. What a difference it makes.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Of
Listen.
What a
course.
huge
Of
difference.
So disappointed in people
Mike,
who said that.
Yeah.
it is what it is. This is the reasons why year by year is going to be a lot of discussion about the VAR, the VAR.
Yeah.
In Italy, I think it has done some good. I mean, it is not perfect yet, but this is, I think, the way of future. The VAR, I think, is going to be, is going to make this game a lot more fair.
100%.
And I know that there is a lot of politics. We were discussing before the podcast. Gaetano, I like to know what you think about this. Always those 5 or 6 referees, they're getting those top games, okay? Always the same guys. Now, don't you think that there is something going on over there? I mean, who's the designate? Who designated these people? Why they picked them up from the box and said, okay, you're gonna be doing the semifinal, you're doing the final, you do the quarterfinal. They're always those 4 or 6 referees. Don't you think that those guys, they're biased?
There's no VAR next season in Champions League, just so we know. They voted
Listen,
against
There's
that.
a lot of money going behind the Champions League.
You have the instruments to see. You have. Why don't you use it? Why don't you use it? I mean, I know that sometimes it is very difficult to see an offside, especially the speed that these guys are going. And how can you see an offside? One eye has to be the guy that is kicking the ball, and one eye has got to be on the guy that is getting the ball. So it is very difficult. But you have.
This is, I think, the reasons why, Gaetano, the reasons why they do not implement the VAR. They're not implementing the VAR because they won't allow for this to happen, especially for the big team. Like Marco said before we started the podcast, there are referees that are afraid of calling fouls on big superstars because of retribution.
I didn't say it. Pandev said it.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I definitely agree with
Pandev
that.
said it.
100%.
Look, there was
So-
a handball on Ronaldo.
Hey.
He shoots the ball. He scores. The referee says, no, it was a handball. Ronaldo argues with him. No, it hit me in the chest. Pandev says, how do you not give a yellow card for someone that you saw hit with the hand? And then there was another one that they said Ronaldo dove. He said, how do you not give a yellow card on this? He said, these big superstars, he said, I grandi campioni. He said, I think that the referees are a little bit too scared to give them some calls.
And you know what they do?
And I agree with
They
that.
decide on the rating, and they're deciding who's getting the contract for TV rights and all the stuff. Those
I
are
don't know if
the
they
people
put that much thought
behind the
into it.
scenes. Believe me, behind the scenes, those guys, the promoters, and which for example, which sponsor they select. Those are the 3 or 4, 5 or 6 people they decided.
I don't know if I agree with that.
The money is a factor, but the president of Real Madrid, the president of Liverpool, the president of Manchester City, the president of Manchester United, and a few other people, they decided behind the scene what is going to happen.
Listen, you have the technology, use it.
Use it.
Exactly.
Okay,
Guys,
That's all I have to say.
Antonio, you need to leave in 10 minutes. You got tennis. We got a lot of stuff that we wanted to comment on, but we'll cut it. We'll cut it a little bit short. You playing tennis with Casano? Because
Yeah,
Casano
well,
said he
I
plays
wish I would
tennis.
play with Cassano.
You got his jersey. You got everything.
I'm playing with almost a paisano of Cassano, but it's not Cassano.
We'll get you to play with
Guys,
Casano.
let me just throw.
We gotta
some-
film that.
Let me throw something in here. Miranda actually came in with an interview. He said he considers himself the best Serie A defender Miranda from Inter. What do you guys? He actually said
I
this.
think
You chose him on your 5-a-side team.
Yeah, you did. What do you think
Hey,
of the
now
best?
you're
Come
like,
on,
you
the
see?
best Serie A defender. He's a good defender.
He's a good defender, but he's not as
Okay,
good as
okay.
Manolas.
There we go. Come on.
That's why you threw that in there.
know.
Guys, there's a big talking point right now who the Ballon d'Or should go to. World Cup obviously is not happening yet. The big talking is Salah. And I want our perspective. I really want yours perspective. Do you think Salah is worthy of a Ballon d'Or? And I just want to preface this as Salah, he's an incredible player. I hate that he's such a good person. Like, you could tell how kind he is. He seems like the greatest guy in the world. Like, if he steps on your shoes, he'll tell you, I'm sorry. That's why it's so much easier to not like Ronaldo anymore just because of how he acts. Salah is the complete opposite. Extremely classy, and
He's
I respect
a gentleman.
him.
Yeah.
So what do you
humble,
think?
yeah.
I think
Ballon
so.
d'Or?
I think so.
No.
40-something goals this season.
No, not yet. First, you have
Who's
to
better?
see who wins the
World
Champions League, and then we have the World Cup. I mean,
exactly.
wait
I'm just
until
saying at this point.
Wait until the if you go up to this point, yeah, but it's only 6 months. You know, not even 6 months. You have to wait until the end of the year.
Don't you agree with me, Gaetano, that this guy made the fortune of Spalletti because Spalletti did not deserve
Wait, what?
all of his praise when Spalletti he had Salah to play with him in Roma. Okay, Roma, I mean, did very well when Spalletti was over there, not because of his talent as a coach. It's because of this guy here was able to draw people on him all the time on the right wing and free Dzeko right there on the middle. Dzeko had nothing to do, taking the ball and just dump it right inside of the box. End of the story. Now you've seen what kind of problem we've been having. Learning from the mistake that we should have known this.
I know.
We
Di
should have known.
Francesco 3 days ago said, I know Salah very well. I know what we need to do to stop him.
What did he do? He gave him all the room.
Oh my
he gave him
God.
the off field too.
The
probably thought he played for
the
Roma
guy
still.
had
Forget
something
it.
to do 4 out of the 5 goals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's so good.
He had 2 goals and 2 assists, right?
2 goals and then the other 2 assists. He said
Oh
to the
my
guy, here, put it in. I
God.
mean, you did everything and
Exactly.
you put the ball in front of the goal.
Like what Cassano does to everyone else.
And the guy pushed it in. I mean,
You don't make fun of Cassano.
I said it like he assists.
Cassano still right now, if he gets in shape at 35, he can play with any
36.
top team. Any
he's
top
right
team.
now-
Guys, the best part in this interview, he said, I don't want to play with a relegation team. He goes, if I got to go play to fight for relegation, it's better I sit at home with my wife and my kids.
Yeah. It's true.
Where does he think he's going to go? He's going to go to Napoli?
Why not?
Why not?
He can play even for that stupid Juventus team that you have. You have no brain in Juventus. Who's that?
This guy-
Pjanic?
This
Cassano?
guy can't carry the water for
Pjanic.
Juventus. The water, he can't handle the water.
Pjanic is gonna just he's not even gonna be allowed to shine Cassano's shoes.
Yeah, okay.
He's gonna be standing in line to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Pjanic, what is gonna do with Cassano with Pjanic?
Cassano's going to want to be the coach. He's going to
Give
want to be
me
the
a
director.
break.
He's going to want to be the president if he comes to Juventus.
You don't have brains. This is the guy with the brains.
He's
Not, you don't
36
need
years
legs.
old. What does he think he's going to get to? Who does he think he's going to walk into? What team does he think he's going to walk into?
Any team
Any
can
team.
take Cassano's services.
You out of your
I
mind,
like
Antonio.
I like how he said did you listen to the interview that we sent you?
yeah.
So I like how he said that I want to still prove everybody wrong. I'm gonna tell you, we posted this. It has, I don't know, 70 to 80 comments. 98% say, I can't wait till Antonio watches this. Please send this to Antonio. Antonio is smiling right now. Antonio must be so happy right now.
Hey, I'm smiling. You're right. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. Yeah. I wish somebody wakes up and smells the coffee because Cassano can still do it.
How about what you think about what he said? A great player like Cassano doesn't go out of retirement.
I mean, listen, the guy didn't officially took the shoes and he put it on.
But he's saying even if he did, he doesn't go out of retirement.
because you know what, his style of playing lives on. A lot of people, all the youngsters that they're watching a video game of Cassano, they want to try to be Cassano, okay,
Everyone
or
from
Maradona. All right, those are the. There are 5 or 6 players right there in the world. This is one of them. Totti, Cassano, Maradona,
Borini.
Baggio. That's
Borini?
it. Huh?
Borini.
Borini. Give me a break.
Oh, man.
Maybe Nagatomo.
Hey, it's 9-11 right now, and I gotta run.
Okay,
guys.
wait. There was one more thing. What about Cassano saying about Ancelotti that he needs incredible players to coach the national team, which you said, and that Buffon is the only incredible player that Italy have? That's the one thing that everybody kept saying. Can't wait till you hear about
I think
that.
Cassano's been a little loyal to Buffon because he's about
You
to
said
retire.
Cassano is not political. He says whatever he wants to say.
I have to disagree with Cassano about Buffon. I mean, Buffon was a great player.
Come on, that's your boy.
Buffon was.
Cassano can't be wrong.
I'm not saying that he's not a great. He was.
He said is a great player.
Buffon was a great player and a great leader up to 3-4 years ago.
But he said he's
Now,
the only great player.
Buffon time was up already 3 years or 4 years ago. Just let the youngsters step in.
I don't think you're a real Cassano fan.
I am.
You got to agree with him on everything.
I can speak with Cassano on the phone in dialect.
You got to play tennis with Cassano. Cassano says he plays tennis.
Listen,
And you're going to
start
play
a match. I will play him.
Guys, would you watch Cassano versus Antonio? Antonio versus
Antonio versus
in
Antonio.
tennis.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah?
the real Antonio?
Antonio against Sant'Antonio.
All right, guys. We're gonna run. We didn't get to really comment on the Bayern Real Madrid game, but we'll save that for another time.
And if you guys didn't hear us before, please rate the podcast, comment, and share with your friends.
How many
'cause it
stars?
helps
Great.
us.
5 stars, guys.
stars.
Okay, all right.
Cinque Stelle. All right, guys.
Cinque Palme.
Stanley.
All right, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao,
Ciao,
guys.
ragazzi.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Wow, yo, this battery?
It's
Catano, I gotta run. I'll see you guys.
Are you taking this? Or are you
No, you're gonna leave it over there. Next time I'm gonna take this off and you're gonna put that one next to the other. Take Zanetti's shirt and throw it out.
You leave that there. You leave that there. It's gonna help us clean that.
Don't you freaking touch that shirt. I brought it just for that.
What if we need toilet paper?
Yo, Marco, the mics.
All right.
You better win, Antonio. Win for us, okay?
Marco, open over here.
Stop blocking it. He keeps blocking it. Wait, do that side. I'll do that.
Look, this stupid loser.
How many Antonio Donnarummas is he worth?
Oh my God. Below zero.
I think he probably wanted.
I'm a better goalkeeper than that, Gaetano. You know, right? I can play better goalie than that. Look at this defender, the mistake of defender, going 2 people in the same direction, Gaetano.
Rafinha.
The guy should be winning here right there
What
on
a
the middle.
finish.
Inter got the real Rafinha over here.
Kimmich, he comes too close, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He committed way too
He
much.
should have let
Stayed in the
way
middle.
closer and waiting a little bit more.
Yeah, he screwed up.
You have to.
Get both.
He choked on the play. He should have just been a little bit more
Or no
cool.
communication.
Stall. How do you say? You have to stall.
Stall, yeah,
Yeah,
hold on.
Yeah.
Romagnoli would have done better than that.
Easy.
You have to stall.
Listen.
You gotta stay in between. So
This
that he
is
doesn't-
elementary.
You can't commit. You can't commit.
Right,
You gotta,
this
Once the defender catch up to
you go back.
Then you have to make a decision.
Look at this.
Then you can commit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know why? Because they're both selfish, those two guys. Because they won't score both of them at the same time. So let's do a 50-50 ball. Come on.
Unbelievable, right? Oh my
Cassano will not miss that.
What would Cassano do?
Cassano will dribble 10 people and just walk with the ball inside the net.
Kissing him.
Are you kidding me?
That's it.
So
Listen,
one nothing is not enough.
and they had
2-1. 2-1.
They got 2 away
I
goals.
say one nothing
away.
is not enough.
Hey, let's establish something here, Gaetano.
They got
The
2 away
5-2
goals.
loss of Juventus. Of Roma. If Roma wins,
Yes.
wins the game 2-0.
3-0.
No, you look. Tell them what you told us.
Is that look 5-2? The 2 goals away, they're 5-4. Score 1 Roma, 1-0 Roma in Roma. It's
That's not how it
5-5.
is.
No.
2-0
It only
Roma
goes
is
when they
6-5.
tie.
That's
if
only
they
when
tie.
it's
When
tied,
the score
Antonio.
is a tie,
Then the
then
goal differential takes place.
that takes place. If you score 2 goals and it's 5-4, it stays 5-4. Only if it's 5-5, then the away
gotcha.
goals.
Antonio, you tell me to go back to school.
The score has to be a tie.
You owe me an apology. You owe me an apology.
Alright,
Too much Red Bull. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's.
Okay, let's go.
Let's clap. Let's
Ready?
clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 on 3. 1.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Clap.
Oh, wait.
Wait, not yet. Oh my
1, 2,
God.
3.
No,
clap.
wait.
One.
Say in Italian.
1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect.
Bello.
Right.